I started my career about 20 years ago after studying marketing and market research at university. Now, I did marketing for a little while, and I became a management consultant implementing CRM systems and doing marketing strategy for large corporations. Then a few years ago, I became responsible for analytics and BI in a financial institution. But then a couple of years ago, I realized that I really wanted to follow what I've wanted to do all my life, which is basically becoming an entrepreneur. I had a cookie company for a while, which, I was in IT, and it wasn't IT cookies, it was real cookies. And I really enjoyed it. It taught me what it was to, be master of your own domain, but at the same time, the risks you have to take and the fact that you don't have a salary that's going to come in, and, it's daunting sometimes, but it's exciting at the same time. And did that for a little while. And then recently, through all kinds of chances and happenstances, I'm starting a marketing agency with a friend of mine who's a video producer. So it's kind of merging my first love, which was marketing, with my consulting life and what I learned there, and what I brought to clients, and what I will now bring to clients, with the creative aspect of doing beautiful visuals and cohesive content for clients, and we're really excited about that. When I started working with Marissa, I had just left a very fruitful and productive and profitable corporate career. And I left it by choice. I had finished what I needed to do there. But I realized that when you've been working in a corporate setting for a long time, which in my case was about 20 years, you follow a tempo that has been dictated by an industry, basically. So you work from Monday to Friday, and you wake up really early, and, if you're a bit like, most of us professionals, you work out, and you go to work, and then you come back, you take care of your family. When you stop all of that and you're on your own, you don't know what it is to set your own tempo. You don't know what your own pace is. You really, lost is a strong word, but I wanted to be my most optimal and productive self. And I found that now, because I didn't have all these parameters that were imposed upon me, maybe my most optimal self was not through those parameters. I needed help to help me focus on what was really my truth and who I should be in this new journey of mine. And that's where I thought, I think Marissa can help me. And I think I was in my own way. It wasn't a time issue. I mean, I had just left the corporate world, and my schedule was mine, so I could do whatever I wanted with the 24 hours, 7 days a week I had on my hands. And so I guess the impediment or the barrier was me. And Marissa she saw that. And she helped me push past that. I read way too many biographies of entrepreneurs that I really admire. And I forgot to ask myself the basic questions, which was who I am and what I want to craft and what I want to create as an entrepreneur. And Marissa helped me just get past all the noise and get over myself and over all these rules that really I was imposing upon myself. What was the experience? Easy, but challenging at the same time. She's a great listener. She pushes the envelope, though. When you start getting into your own head and you start going down a spiral, she snaps you out of it really fast. But not you don't feel guilty about it. You don't feel like you did something wrong. You can tell she's there. She's always there. It's like a very nurturing net. And she really wants you to be your best self. It's a safe environment to address your challenges. And if you're willing, she will push you though. So if you're willing to really explore, how to fix whatever brought you to work with Marissa, she will get you there. But you have to be willing to explore and to really understand why you're having whatever challenges you're facing, and be willing to fix it. because she will not just, listen to you for an hour whine, and she's not that person. She's going to help you get to where you want to go, and even if you're screaming and kicking. I follow my own truth now. I found a way to be the most productive person I can be with who I am and where I want to take my professional life. It's silly, but I've got small rituals now that I follow that are really my own, and it's through exercises that I did with her that I realized what I needed to do and the tempo I needed to have to be the most productive at what I do now. I went from a business field to a very creative field. When you're in creation mode, you have to be in the moment, and you have to be full on onto what you're doing, and you need to know yourself and know at which parts of the day you're going to be the most productive for certain types of work. She really, really helped me figure this out for myself. And now I do 5 times the work at a fraction of the time that I used to. I've never been this productive in my entire life, which means that I can do more, but also have more time to myself, funnily enough, for my personal life. And I found a great balance, and it's but I accomplish a lot, and it's really through the coaching that I received from her, and I still receive from her on a periodic basis, that helps me move forward and do what I really want to do. And I'm very grateful to her. It's priceless. It really is. I use her as a sounding board for all the strategic decisions I need to do in my new business. She is great at hearing the things that you're not saying while you're saying them. And she helps me a lot because, we talk about where I want my business to go, what I want the strategy to be. And she asks me questions, and she really hears what I'm not hearing myself say. And then she just, suavely puts it in front of you, and you're like, my God, that's the answer. Of course it's the answer. Like, why didn't I think of that? But, she hears what you're not saying. And that helps, and that's precious. It's like she's like the human whisperer. Is that how you call them? So yeah, she helped that way. What I would say, are you ready? That's what I would say. When you start working as a coach, I think you need to be ready to change. Because obviously, if you're considering working with a coach yourself, then that's because there is something you want to achieve, or something you want to readjust in your professional life. If it's imposed on you from a business perspective, I think you need to be willing to embrace the process, be very open to whatever she has to suggest, because she knows what she's doing, and she's there to help you, and just follow it through, and you'll be surprised where it takes you. But you need to be willing to go to places that maybe you don't want to. And it's usually when you won't want to go to those places that's exactly that's where you should go. So be open to the process. Know that she's there, and she's got your back. And push the envelope. And don't get in your own way, basically. And just go for it. And you'll be surprised what you can achieve. Of course, I would recommend somebody working with Marissa because she's helped me. So, I think she can help anyone and everyone. Why? She will get you where you need to go. Not where you want to go, where you need to go. And just trust the process. She made me do things like exercises, and I had homework, and I was like, where is she taking me? But in hindsight, that's exactly what I needed to do. And now it's helping me on a day-to-day basis, and I don't even think about it anymore. And it's great. So yeah, go for it. We spend a lot of time working in our lives, and we need to do what we were brought here to do. And if we feel that we trip over ourselves, then I think it's only fair, and it's only a good thing for us to actually go and try to figure out how we can be better in our professional, but also in our personal life. Anybody that's considering doing coaching, try it. It's a great process, and you'll come out of it on the other side as a better professional and a better person, I think, and highly recommended.